Yeah. Jackson. Yeah. Bounce. Yeah. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be going into map number 2. This has not begun, just for the record. This is just these guys having some fun with some pistols. Don't worry, you haven't missed anything as of yet. We should be going into this one very, very shortly. Looks like everything's all good as for now. Series, and the scoreline currently is 1-0 to Epsilon. And they're looking to try and take this home on train. Now, the interesting thing is at the moment, we've only seen these teams win versus Spray and Pray on this map. And both in dominant fashion, and then lose to Outlaws in dominant fashion as well. So, really, in terms of, okay, can we, like, gauge how they're doing? It's very, very difficult to say. I think a lot of this could rely heavily on the knife. Like, if we see a good CT start for either of these teams, just get themselves rolling, money going, and confidence spewing, then there's a big chance, but I'm not really sure who's going to be taking this one. I still want to go. I want to go with Epsilon, because, of course, I've got to side with my hometown hero, Smooya. Are going to have CT side for Epsilon, so we'll see if they can get themselves going, get that pistol round, roll this one forward. HF means have fun, or hairy feet. I hope it's have fun. Well, let's start this off. Let's start this off with a nice little, just for the people who are still here, didn't just leave. They can have the first set of drop. There you go. Here we go. Pistol dropped over towards Little. Pro play keeping himself some nades, and then Maeve got himself the kit and the smoke. Aggressive push early on, and they're gonna meet some resistance. Freddy B going peeking around the corner and takes the first head. Doesn't need to stick around. Is gonna still take the fight, and there's not really much of a point in doing that. Just hold on, make sure that you can keep going, and it's actually going to be a split back towards this A side, although I think the initial strategy was to try and wrap around and get into the back side of B, but the problem is the bomb needed to be able to get down the front side of B, and actually, Freddy B, that's a lot of Bs, will be buzzing if he can take this bomb down, which is exactly what he's going to be able to do. Now, the whole strategy, well, I think the only thing that can really sum it up is, because it's just absolutely dreadful now. The whole round is going to be trying to fight back to get that bomb. Thank you, Hesse. Or Hesse. Freddy B trying to do even more. Get himself 3 kills. Can't quite get the 4th. Jerry will be able to take him down. That gives them a chance to actually rotate back and get themselves the bomb. Maeve. Actually going to go down, and somehow, although the strat has gone completely wrong, they're now actually going to be in an advantage in this round. Rotate back towards B. I feel like the CT side overfaced in this situation. But this could all be a fake. They're going to come back in towards A. And actually, Barber's now in the right position to try and deny this bomb. Little is going to straight away try and rotate back. Is he going to take the bait? They are going to go rotating in towards that B side. Now, can Barber stop them? They're going to utilize the smoke they just had. Now, this bomb needs to go down fairly quickly. They don't have a lot of time. In fact, just seconds left to spare. If Barber can deny this bomb plant, it may just be enough. Instead, he goes for Jerry, gets the second as well, and Barber turns around on his head once again. (1-0). Epsilon did not make it easy for themselves. It has to be said. They could have had this round fairly comfortably if they just held onto the bomb. Instead, the bomb goes down, so that's something at least for this T-side to play with, and they're actually going to force around it, which is something that you don't see too many teams do. I think this is just me having a bit of an estimate and a voice crack at the same time, but I think that this is due to the fact that they like having Little on an AWP, and they like it so much that they would rather invest in a Scout and Tech 9s in this round than go for AKs in the next. One man is going to be here to defend this B site. Rotation will be in fairly quickly. I'll add you on Steam after the game. After the game, not now. Because then I have to tab out. I don't want to do that. Push going to be going through the smoke. Maeve is going to be the closest man. The action takes one, but quickly traded out. Spray from Freddy being able to get 1 and 2. And although the nades will do a little bit of extra damage, it's not going to help too much. Barber pushing back in will take 1 more down. There's already a flank coming in from Smooya as well. Makes a lot of noise. Little can hit the tag, but it won't matter. 2-0. They're going to have to save going into the next round unless they want to go for a really ballsy buy. And that will mean that it will be a second on the board. Then probably just the scorebot being wrong. That's about it. That's all. That's the amazing piece of info I can give you about the scorebot. It's probably just wrong. Just Google Tombiz. That works too, Camzen. Tombiz Steam. That'll find you, I reckon. A little bit invested in for the T side. In fact, Little has actually invested quite heavily. Hey, isn't that ironic? Pro play with the scout. Looking to try and kill Cosmine, and he will be able to do that. Ooh, hello! That was beautiful. Gonna try and do more, but Barber will take him down. But that was absolute filth. Oh. Now the T's will get a buy. The problem is, Little actually spending so much in the last round is actually going to cost him into this one. No head armor and no nades. Freddy B finds the first. The aggressive push comes out onto A. Quite a bit of damage done onto Facecrack. Barber just going to be waiting around the corner. Maeve already in on a flank. Jerry peeks out wide, gets taken down. The flank comes in. Barber's still trying to do work. It's actually Smooya with the AWP to find 1 more. He knows that there's someone over towards Electric, but he can't find the shot. Both remaining players are low, however. He has a decent chance in this situation, but playing with his AWP, although he may not know it, is not the best decision. Gonna go pushing around the corner, finds the first. May not expect the second player to be behind him, which will be a big problem. He doesn't have a kit to play with. Needs to find this kill quickly. And Facecrack will comfortably finish him off. T-side will take a round. It's going to be very costly for them on the rebuys, and the CT side will be coming straight back at them, although Smooya is only going to have a rifle this time. Your LEM. To be honest, yesterday I think I got 28 friend requests, which you guys are nuts, by the way, and I accepted all of them. So until my Steam friends list fills up, I'm probably just going to accept any I get. And then after that, I might have to be a little bit more selective. Who won the first map? Well, I've got a treat for you. It's not that kill. We've missed that because of my terrible joke, but it was Epsilon. First kill goes the way of Jerry, though. He's going to find the man over towards ramp. Don't worry, I can describe what happened. Kabakin. Going to be waiting patiently. Team Link. You're going to have to find it. That's the challenge. That's the only thing I'm asking you to do. TT side getting wrecked in this round, however. Their money is about to be reset by the looks of things. Look how little they have left. And look, Little was on the left. I've got to stop with these little jokes. They're just dreadful. Oh, last one left alive. He's able to take one with him, just looking to hold on to his weapon, but he doesn't know that Facecrack's coming in from behind. That should be the end of Barber, but actually, he may know he's here now. Going to try and peek out, take him down. He's in a 1v3 here, and Facecrack just going to finish him off. Any hint or clue? Just Google Tombiz Steam. That'll probably do it. You'll see me wearing not only some shades that I found, but also a hat. Where's Tom? Yeah, it doesn't have the same ring to it, does it, as Where's Wally? Tracking Tom. There you go. I was thinking of a word. T-side. Looking to just wipe out the remaining CT players. We're trying to flank in. But already Kabakan is just waiting. Get back in. Holding from behind, but actually they're all just going to be trying to sneak around. Smooya will actually be able to take down one. That's a free AK for him to run away with. The rest of the team holding in towards A main. Little already finding one, but it will be Freddy to get another. Now Maeve can save the rifle, look to just fall back. Freddy can continue forward, try and do some extra damage in return. Bomb's actually going to help them out quite a bit as well. Little will go down. This could be another even, although just about. Face Crack will get away with it. Yes, I do have that written on my profile. 3-all. T-side have brought things back. Now, Epsilon going to have themselves another buy. Three men pushing in from Ivy, but look at the position of Face Crack. Managed to get all the way down into hell. Cosmin doing some great work, though. Will find himself 3. He kills all of those players on Ivy. The Romanian wrecking the Russians. Little. 21 left. Has an AWP. Smooya. Gonna hand him one at least. Maeve gonna be holding as well. That'll be Maeve to finish things off. I bought my knife. I sold some of the stuff I already had in my inventory and bought that instead. To be honest, I'm like people have offered to give me stuff in the past, but most of the time, like, the biggest thing for me is, like, if you support what I do, that's enough. I don't need you to, like, hand me skins or money or, like, anything like that. I can, like, if I'm good enough at my job, I'll get those things anyway. So, support. That's the biggest one. So I appreciate everybody. Spam the button. No. Thank you, Luke. 4-3. AWP with some pistols. Pro play is even going to be on a Glock. Now, I have to ask, why didn't Jerry or Little buy him a gun? That's not support, Noah. That's called being bribed. Lord, please don't. Looking to get the bomb down. The main aim. Freddy could be the one to deny. He's actually in a very good position here. Now, they do have pretty much everything invested into this round. So the idea, get the bomb down, try and push aggressively. I imagine there'll be a Molotov thrown in for the connector to try and slow things down. Not allow the rotations to be as fast. Instead, well, looking... How do you lose that, Freddy? It's a Glock. Maeve going to be able to get 2. That's more than he should have been able to get away with. Little takes down one more, leaves it into a 2 versus 3. Pro play in the meantime has picked up a rifle. Very low on HP, however. And this should be an easy kill for Cosmi. He'll be able to take him down. Only needs 1 bullet to do it as well. Flashbang goes out, taps the bomb. Trying to bait out the position of Little. Smooya going to be watching the angle as well. What is that shot? Reaction onto the no-scope. Kabakan doesn't know what hit him. And Smooya's going to get the last as well. Disgusting kill. Oh. Oh, see, now we click the button. Now we click the button. Hashtag UKCS. That was disgusting. you want a replay, click the clip button. Ready be able to get one. Push going to be out. This is just pistols once again. Should be able to shut down both players. It means he has a perfect flank. Bomb going to be attempting to go down. He's just going to go through the smoke. Bomb will be planted. Little will take him out as well. So already back to a 3 versus 3. Facecrack in a great position as well. Going to finish off Maeve. Somehow this is actually looking like a decent scenario with only pistols. Smooya will go down, and somehow now 1 versus 2 for Cosmin to try and pull this one back. Pro player going to be holding with the AWP. Spots out the feet. Does a little bit of damage, but can't quite manage the kill. And Facecrack again is going to be rotating back around. Problem is, Cosmin's going to have absolutely no idea. And I don't think he even has time to do anything in this situation. Spots out Facecrack, though. That could make things interesting. I feel like he just has to go for the defusal, and it's not going to happen. What started as a great round for Epsilon, in fact, ends up being their demise, as now their money is going to be screwed. If someone did clip that Smooya thing, tweet it at me. That was disgusting. Let's start things off, and as I said, this should be a nice easy round for the CT side. CT side? For the T side, even. Well, no, actually, Smooya with the Deagle. Easy CT side, right? See, look, he's already got one. Can he get... Okay, there we go. Shut down. If you want my Twitter, you just type !caster. That will take you there. 5-5, not bad from Spartak. Already 5 rounds on the T side. Smooya with the AWP once again. Rifles across the board, bar Maeve. It's actually going to be close, so it's not the end of the world. Again, they're going to look to try and fight onto Ivy. Last time they did this, Cosmin shut them down alone. Push going to be coming in. Little will spot one, and that will give the info to Pro Player as well, who's already managed to get into a close position over towards Olov. Simple kill. And now, well, you got a lot of work to do, Cosmin. He already knows they're going to be running through. Back and waiting on the other side is so smart as well. Just make sure there's no way they're getting back into this situation. However, Smooya with the AWP. Able to find one. Barber. The back line is going to lose his life as well. Smooya still doing work though with the AWP. Eventually gets shut down. Now Maeve is all that stands between the T side and another round. Bomb is going to be planted. This should be the time Maeve uses to move. Nade gonna go out, will do quite a bit of damage onto Little. Gives him a chance, actually. Actually, that's a lovely shot. Takes the head clean off of the AWP. Leaves it only onto Kabakan. Maeve has quite a bit of time. A kit as well. See that diffuser just holding it all the way down. So close. Actually, doesn't matter. He'll get the kill as well. Maeve clutches this out. Wins the round for Epsilon. But now the reset could be on. Oh, no. That's got to be so frustrating. From 0 to 0. Not only does he try to pick up the AWP, but he also loses his That has got to hurt. But more importantly, they get to have a bye in this round. They have the chance to reset the T's as well. Both teams' economy is low. Already, though, Little going to open things up. And that's the only man over towards this site. Barber just going to be trying to flash back in as they'll look to take over. Still, a little bit of a flank going to come in as well. Just holding from pro play. Head off. Smooya down. And the remaining 3 players may just have to try and save their weapons here. Now Spartak are going to be the ones in the driver's seat once again. B-side looking to try and hunt these remaining players down. Freddy B wouldn't mind upgrading his weapon here. That should be it. That should actually give him a rifle, though it's been moved. He's going to get it in time. Yes, he is. Not going to make the same mistakes that Maeve do. Again, though, it's going to be a bit of a sketchy buy coming out from this CT side. Smooth, you're going to go for the scout. Spartak are going to be comfortable. Still not a huge amount of money over on the T side, so they can't really risk too much. Freddy. Already going to be spotting them coming out hot. Nice flashbang, but it's not actually going to benefit. They're not going to be able to get the kills, and Jerry's still going. Low HP, no problem. Smoke going to be out. The bomb, in the meantime, rotating over towards B. Maeve bamboozled, and Cosmine, well, in a normal situation, he'd be thinking, haha, I'm about to sneak in behind you. They're going to be all round this corner, and there is no one there. In fact, his team have probably called it now. It's over towards B. Already. Cosmine will be able to get one. He shuts down the flank of Face Crack. We're actually adding another. Might make things interesting. In fact, he's brought this into a potential situation. Jerry, up close, very low on HP. Another one for Smooya, leaving it all onto Little with the AWP. He's got to try and find two here. Spots out, but he can't do anything. Smooya with the heroics. He'll get the defuse as well, the only man with a kit. And somehow they've managed to win that round. Spartak have got to be absolutely kicking themselves. And Maeve, this time, is going to be able to hold on to the AWP. T-side, as said, their money's not going to be ridiculous, but they have enough to get a buy. Again, the loser of this round is likely to lose the next two. Now, for Epsilon, it's a little bit more important. A 9-6 is sort of the standard. If it goes the other way and we see an 8-7, Spartak will be pretty happy going into that second half. Yes, for Queen and Country. Nice start from Barber. Not only hits the first shot, but also gets a dink onto Jerry. Jerry tries to jump. You do not jump when Freddy's around. You don't do anything when Freddy's around, as he will slaughter you. Freddy Beast is back. And now Little doesn't have much chance. I'd say he has a small chance. Tiny chance. A bit of a chance. 1 minute 10. Doesn't have the bomb. Gonna throw out a smoke, and that will give away his position as well. And Freddy will finish off his 4K. Lovely round from him. Actually, he's probably, since we've seen this team shuffle, he's probably been the most consistent at just picking up wonderful rounds like for this team. I think Cosmine's been very good as well, and Smooya's had his moments. I'm looking forward to this team in the future once they can iron out the creases and start moving up a little bit. Now, as said, money's going to be problematic. Cosmine actually going aggressive here. That's a little bit over the top, because now he's handed a rifle over to a weakened team, making their buy look much better overall, and also splitting apart this defense. I think you're dreaming, Kamzen. What do you prefer, bacon, eggs, and spam, or spam, spam, and bacon? Can I just not have the spam? I don't really like, it's just the most processed kind of meat ever. Yeah. Freddy B. They need him once again. Gary looking to try and push out. Now it's clear from our position. They're going to be trying to hit this A site. Nice start from Barber, though. He's going to deny any push over towards Ivy. And you have to remember, that's where the bomb is. Freddy B is going to be able to get another one, but we'll go down to Kabakan's Tech 9. Now, if Maeve can drop Little, this round is pretty much over. They'd have to just be fighting a retrieval mission. It's only got 20 seconds anyway. Ooh, the timing may just pay off. Now, they're pretending they've rotated over towards this B site. This could be absolutely perfect, but without the bomb going down, There's no real reason to dedicate both players over here. Little has got 10 seconds. He's praying that they've fully rotated in. And the second he goes for this plant, they should just be running to try and deny it. Only 3 seconds. That could have been the round there and then. Instead, they're going to play this as a team. And they should know there's a player behind. What is going on? Kabakin able to get himself a freebie. Now Maeve at a 1v2 once again. Little with the scout. Definitely not the weapon he would want to have in this situation as he now goes down. Kabakin, the one man standing to defend this. Now they know he's over towards the connector. He may actually just have time to defuse the bomb. Kabakin, if he wants to go for this, has to run in. And Maeve, he's going to clutch things out again. It won't matter in the end. And it will be a 9-6 to Epsilon. Hello, King. I'm good. I'm enjoying this match. It's pretty close so far. How are you? Pistol round. Going to be important for both teams. CT side wanting to get off to a strong start. The T side wanting to continue their lead. Face crack. First, actually, the Molotov going to go to push them out. Allow them to just push straight down middle. I like this. This is clever from the T side. They're going to be able to isolate Jerry because of it. Maeve looking to continue his clutch power in this round by starting things off. That Molotov over towards Stopper is actually really interesting. Smuya gets another one, and now, wow, this is just looking bleak for the CT side. However, they'll get 2 quick kills, turn things back into contention. Freddy B, still alive, though. Well, not for long, as he'll go down as well. They need to get somebody on the bomb. There's no... Well, actually, there is a smoke to throw, but never mind. Kabak with the kit's going to go down. It's all onto Face Crack and Cosmine. He'll only get 1 kill, but the most important kill of all, as he will shut this down. Let's compliment the cast. I just push the button whenever I want to, you know? I wait for you guys to forget about the button, and then I press the button. Whereas if I see people spamming it, I know that they don't really care about me. They just care about the button. CT side actually going to completely eco. This is interesting. Either an early buy coming in, or they're just going to have a buttload of utility. What's my rank? Supreme. B side will now rotate back over towards the B side, which will be completely clear. Get back and able to get one with a pistol, which could be a weapon for him to pick up as well. UMP. Thank you, David. Face crack. Nice try. Nice try, Barber. No fake flash for you. Now, from this point onwards, there's no reason for the T's to push. They have rifles. A UMP goes over to the CT side. The world doesn't end. An AK, and that may prompt them to buy into the next. No chance, of course, for the CTs to win this round, but they managed to save UMP, and if they were tempted to force into the next round... Favorite map? Train. I like Train. I like playing Train. And they are. Oh, this is a strategy that it will probably catch the T's off guard. Like, they're not going to be expecting this. The problem is, they've still got 4 AKs and a UMP, which is better than the buy that Spartak have. And if they lose this round, they're going to send themselves so much further down. However, the aggressive push out from Freddy B will give them everything they need to know. Okay, there's rifles on the other side. Let's slow things down. Let's try and pick them apart. Maeve. Nice entry. And a second as well. He has turned up in this game. He's been the difference in a lot of the rounds they've managed to win. Without Maeve, they probably wouldn't be in the lead at the moment. Smuya. Oh, no. He's managed to sneak past. Face crack going to be able to get one, but Smuya just trying to clear this site. Should be a free kill. Smuya, what are you doing? Oh, no. That's a big mistake from him. Kabakan going to be isolated by the Molotov. Has to peek into it. Barber hits the player behind. Accidental frag's always the best. Cosme now sneaking around. We'll be able to bring this back into a 2 versus 1 pro play to try and save them in the situation. He gets one for himself. Now Barber left alone. Sneaking around by oil. Or can he get back around? The problem is the bomb isn't planted for him anymore. There's a kit on pro play. He's going to go jumping. Doesn't check the angle, and an easy kill for Barber. Smartly played. Mind over matter. It will mean that the CT side are in trouble now. They go for that early force, and instead they're just going to have to invest into pistols in this round. Get themselves a buy in the next. If anything, they've just delayed their buy a little bit more. Decent amount of damage. Nade gonna go out. Ooh, that could be nasty. That's done a lot of damage. However, Smooya and Barber have done more. Little looking for more. But Smooya still just working with that AWP. The rifle didn't work in the last, so he'll stick to the AWP. And I can stand by that. He's 17 and 12, having a decent performance. Blank. Coming in. Pro play's the one we want to be watching. Finds himself one. There's a rifle dropped. A couple of low players as well. Still a big chance to do some damage. Kabakan just waiting to see if they come up the ladder. Now, I'm going to be honest. In this situation, Kabakan, I don't know why they'd come up the ladder. That makes absolutely no sense. Kabakan may just want to try and hold on to his pistol in this situation. Get some Kevlar for the next round already so he can buy up a little bit extra. Now, Little will have, what, just over $5,000? It's not really going to be enough to get an AWP with armor, which means that the way that they've been playing has actually hurt them so much that their primary AWPer, the man that you look to sort of carry them through, will either have an AWP with no armor, meaning he's so vulnerable to nades, or he won't have one at all, and if anything, that's worse. I want to see what he would do here. Have a look. What are you buying, Little? What are you buying? Glass cannon AWP. So, very vulnerable in this situation. Do I think the big will survive in PGL? I think they'll have a good showing. I don't think they're going to get through. It's such a tough competition at this point. They've got some decent players. Maybe if Keeve and Tabson go off the chains, because we haven't seen that in a while from Keeve, where he's just gone nuts. He used to go nuts all the time. So if he does that with the AWP, maybe there's a chance. Now, Little, speaking of AWPs, he's going to be able to start things off. First kill going their way. He's actually going to rotate around. Gives him a chance to try and take the frag over towards Cosmine, who's in upper at the moment. Face crack going to find another one. Freddy B going to be trying to rotate through Ivy as well. Flashbang out. Doesn't matter though. Freddy B will get one, and Cosmine's found another, but it's still an advantage at the moment for the CT side. Bomb dropped further back, and Pro Play will finish off Cosmine, leaving Barber, the last one left alive. I think he may have been spotted as well, though Pro Play going to be clearing the angle. Will get caught, but down to just 22 HP. Flashbang out. Doesn't hit its mark, and he almost manages to find Kabakan anyway. But CT side will win their buy round. The T's, however, will be coming straight back at them. Cosmine can drop an AWP over towards Smooya, which is exactly what will happen. Gonna have a chance to now smash the economy of Spartak right back into the ground. Play, holding the angle, this time with an AWP. Flashbang gonna go out. Smooya's just gonna peek, though. It seemed like they were gonna try and do the little thing where, okay, you get on my head, and then you do a little and Smooya's just like, nah. I'm peeking him. I'm taking him. We're pushing forward. Little is gonna slow them down. But Maeve's already pushed out into A main. Jerry looking to try and hold him off. We'll be able to do just that. Still gotta worry about Barber and Pop and the rest of the players making their way out of Ivy. trying to do more, but it's actually Jerry to find himself the kill. Freddy B looking to try and return, and will do just that, leaving 2 players left for the CT side. They are trying to get back around, but Little on the site. He's got to be so careful of Cosmine, who's just going to be pushing around. Kabakan, well positioned, gets one. Little's actually found another, and now Freddy B's the only one left alive. Nade somehow does 0 damage. That makes no sense. Neither does that shot. Little bit of a pre-fire. Freddy, can he clutch this out? Little going to be holding. Actually going to be able to sneak past. He's only got 20 seconds to play with, so if he's going to make his move, he not only needs to find his opponent, but also plant the bomb in a position where he won't be going down. Little's getting itchy feet. You can tell he wants to go for the peek. And will go round, but look at the snap. Freddy is on point this game. Moves himself to the top of the board, and rightly so. 14-7. The money is going to be destroyed. There was so much on that round. Jerry's going to go to his MP9. Now, this is actually something that can work for him. He's a beast with this gun. Maybe NIP picked the wrong player. Freddy B. Whew. Nuts. T-side looking to play a little bit more patiently. They expect some aggression in this round, and I don't blame them. Jerry's going to get 3 kills with the MP9. Guaranteed. Just you wait. He's probably going to get nothing now, but... I believe in you, Jerry. You make half of my favorite ice cream. Okay, Freddy B just decides to jump. He's giving his opponent a little bit more of a chance. Smoke going to go into the connector. The bomb yet to be rotated over at the moment. This could just be a bit of a fake. Little down to just 10 HP. Smooya is patient. We're yet to see Jerry's triple kill. It's coming. It's coming, I'm telling you. Never mind. Never mind. Maeve will finish him off. Ruin my dreams. Stop lying. Alright, sorry, I can't predict the future, alright? You gotta take a risk every once in a while. I still remember Fnatic Academy losing 14-2. I said to Hugo, they're gonna win. And they did. Now, can I ever do anything like that ever again? Probably not. Because I didn't think they were gonna win. But I said it because it was mean. And then they won. And I look like a genius. Because I am a genius. CT side just looking to hold on to what little they have. $1,900. Gonna be a few pistols. UMP looks like they've dropped another scout. T-side just looking to finish things off here and now. They're going to go aggressive, running onto the site. Little will be there to start with the scout, though. He's still deadly with this weapon, but look at the trade. Straight back. Little caught in the open, still manages to hit a shot. But Maeve, he's been, well, the man. He's been the man this game. 18-13, the Clutchmeister alongside Freddy B. And now Kabakan. Wow. Got a lot to do. Looking for Freddy. We'll be able to find one. They know exactly where he is, however, and getting out of Pop Dog when they know where you are is so very difficult. Doesn't have a kit to play with. Smoke will be going down, and that will be it. Epsilon, they managed to take this series in a 2-0 fashion. Nothing more that can be done by Spartak. They will go out without a win, which is a little bit of a shame for them. They're not going to win a single match in this tournament. Unfortunately, Epsilon are actually out as well, but they will at least have themselves the pride of being able to take this matchup. That will leave us with all of our teams through from Group C. So that is Group C done and dusted. I can tell you not only who has gone through so far, but also who is coming up in the games over the next few days. Now, while I do that, You can type !caster in the chat. Go to my Twitter, have a little gander. Maybe click a cheeky follow. You know, all that stuff. Yeah, do that. And that's while I load up this little document. So the teams through so far: Exodus, Binary Dragons, North Academy, Imperial, Spray and Pray, and Outlaws. Coming up over the next few days, we've got Gatekeepers, Team Spirit, Maxi Saucies, which is one of my favorite names, because it means big sausage, and Log. And they'll be coming up over, well, I think 22nd, 23rd, and then it says here 26th and 27th, but we'll see how that goes. Either way, that is it for tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure once again. As said, we'll be back tomorrow and the day after, so make sure that you click a follow on the channel if you haven't already. And if not, well, I will probably tweet about the games as well. As said, thank you very much. I've been Tom Biz. See ya.